On July 27th, I released my first video on Project B, but I never could have predicted the events to occur after. This is what Project B's views looked like before I made the video. And this is what the views look like just hours after. It even caught the eye of the developer, and with the game's next patch, he added a retry button for players to restart their runs more easily. The game had blown up overnight. More talented runners flooded to the site to play, and with that, more submissions for the record. The quest to beat my time was in full motion, with no signs to stop. The restart button, coupled with hours of attempts from the community, would create an insane chase for the world record. This is the story of Project B's world record revolution. When I uploaded my world record run, I knew it wasn't perfect. For example, I got a slow start crossing the first checkpoint, wasting around half a second. Next, there were small movement errors such as slow adjustments coming out of dashes or unnecessary uses of dashes, which all accumulated extra time. I knew there was room for improvement, but I didn't know that the improvement would come so fast. Just over 7 hours after the video's release, I received a message from the developer himself, Raymo. Another runner, Kevo, had beaten my record by less than half a tenth of a second. Kevo's reign was short, however. Another runner by the name of Aota joined the mix. He would submit what would be the new world record with a time of 15.04. With the runs cutting off more and more time, the race for sub 15 had now begun. And just 35 minutes after Aota's 15.04, the first player to reach a sub 15 time was a runner by the name of Metrotown Earl's Chicken Fingers. We'll call them by their alias, Rune. Rune was a great player, submitting improvements every few minutes. Though there isn't any video footage, it's still accepted as official by the community. Rune was not the only player running this game at the time, and the world record was traded between several players in just the span of an hour. All had been relatively calm until Aota did this.
What? No way!
Wait, is this the... Wait, what did you
That
get?
is the world record.
I did the cheese. I hit it with the cheese as well.
You may have noticed something strange about this run. How did Aota improve by so much? And what did he mean by cheese? This would mark the beginning of the exploit revolution. You see, when a player jumps off of a wall and presses A and D in quick succession immediately after, they gain upward momentum faster than you would normally. This tech now called the aorta, is not 100% consistent and does require some practice. It wouldn't take runners long to utilize this regularly in their runs. This went on until the record was left in the low 13s. Questions were floating around. Was a sub 13 possible? And what was the human limit? And in the same night, at 2 a.m., another runner would join the race and change the game forever. Enter Kevin. Kevin was a different type of player. He didn't care about glitchless records or running the game normally. He had one goal: to push the game to its limit. After learning about the aorta jump, he decided to further explore what other exploits there were and how to replicate them consistently. He discovered that if you hit A and D and jump in quick succession while standing still, you could get the same boost of upward momentum as the aorta without a wall. And not even an hour into playing the game, Kevin submitted this score. While not beating any records, this showed the insane potential he had if it was optimized. And only 15 minutes later, Kevin would do exactly that, hitting the first sub 13 time. .48. With the introduction of game-breaking mechanics into the game, the speedruns would be split into two categories: glitchless and glitched, with the use of the Kevin and aorta jumps. Kevin eventually improved his time to 11.48 with more consistency and optimization, while aorta took the glitchless world record with a time of 13.722. But you know I couldn't let everyone else have all the fun. When you do a Kevin jump, you can only do it once, because you can only jump off the ground once. But by doing the Kevin jump off a wall multiple times, I managed to stack enough momentum for me to skip the entire course. This jump is incredibly hard, and I've only hit this twice, so this is where the glitched any percent record stands today. After seeing the exploits found by the community, Raymo has decided to work on a patch to fix these. Project B is still young and in development. The speedruns are still volatile, and new tech is waiting to be discovered. Raymo's dedication and the community support are what allow these runs to happen. Though these exploits might get patched, the speedrunning community will always find new ways to push the limits and evolve. No matter what happens, this version of the game and all the players involved will go down in history forever.